And I used to go play pickup basketball with one of our rival high school teams because I was friends with them, and they played pickup basketball, and we didn't play it at our school. So I wanted to go play pickup basketball. And when we went in there, they had one of their coaches who was about 25 years older than everybody and would just wear us out. And his name was Lefty. What a name for an athlete, right? Former professional baseball player and just an outstanding basketball player. And he would just wear us out, and he would coach us, and it was a lot of fun. I looked up to him. As much as anybody as a coach, and he wasn't even my coach. Well, after the summer came and went, you know, I didn't see him for a while because I played football, and that school was a Christian school. They didn't have a football team at the time. So I didn't see him until basketball season. We'd play each other, and I would say hi to those guys, and it was a lot of fun. Well, we go into the district tournament. We're playing them in the district tournament, and I can't make a dang shot against them in the district tournament. I couldn't figure out why. Why are my shots not going in? Because I was a good shooter. And Lefty, I'm coming out of the locker room, and Lefty's coach for the other team. And he grabs me by the arm and he says, "Hey, you know what? You're missing your shots, don't you?" I said, "Why?" He said, "You're not shooting at the top of your jump. That's a pretty important thing when you're a jump shooter. I would elevate, and at the height of your jump, you're supposed to shoot it. You see those guys shooting in it. Kevin Durant, he's 7 foot tall. They can't get to him because he elevates, and he shoots at the top of his jump. They can't get it." And he said, "You're waiting until you come down." I went 6 for 6 in the second half, and we beat him by about 15 points. So I'm thinking, oh, I bet he wishes he wouldn't have told me that. But I wasn't the type to rub it in. I was a good kid. I was a nice kid. I was like, hey, I like those guys. I don't want them to think I'm a complete jerk. So I'm going to let it go. Well, when we got to that summer and started playing pickup again, I was talking to Lefty, and I kind of made a joke about it because I figured it's enough time passed. And I said, "Yeah, I bet you'd have wished you'd have waited until after the game." He said, "No. What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, I was a big reason we won the game, and I couldn't miss the second half, and it was because of what you told me." And he said, "Look, I don't want to beat you if you're not at your best." You talk about being taken back. That's something to be aware of. I don't want to beat you if you're not at your best. We look too often at scenarios, service scenarios, as win-lose. I was looking at it as win-lose. I won, so you lose. If he'd have won, he'd have won. And he'd have beat me when I was at my best. That's what he wanted. That's the way we need to see things. Win-win. You know what the word competition means? We think it means me versus you. It actually the root word of it is com, meaning together. And patir, I want to say. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Patir, com-patir, which means to strive. So the word together means to strive together. We're supposed to be working with each other. It's an abundance mentality. It's not you versus another business. It's not you versus the customer. It's not I get the deal and you're the sucker who fell for it. And I think most people know that today. But it's something that we get sucked into the idea of competition, right? And we think, I can't be taken advantage of because we well up with pride. And you know why? It's because fairness is a big part of society. Wouldn't y'all agree? Fairness? Everything needs to be fair. Man, I can't get my daughter to stop saying that. She's 7 years old. That's not fair, Daddy. Don't worry about fair. Do the right thing. Don't worry about fair. Do the right thing. I bet I've said that to her 100 times over the last year. First grader. She's going to be a second grader. Fairness. It's killing us. It's killing us. It's making us want to do just enough to get by. I tell you what, people will actually work harder to get out of work. You ever hear about the guy? That's what kids do in high school. They cheat. They do more. It's more trouble for them to cheat than it is for them to just learn the dang material. It'll take you 5 minutes to doing this a night, and you're going to cheat? This elaborate sheet? It's crazy. You ever heard of the guy that carries 2 sacks around with him everywhere he goes? That way, if somebody asks him to help, he can just say, "Sorry, I got these sacks." Y'all ever called a department to ask them a question, and it's their job to answer the question, and they act like they're disgusted with you? Did you not look on the website? Well, yeah, but it was pretty hard to navigate through that maze. Most websites aren't user-friendly. They're getting better. They act like they're disgusted. See, fairness makes us look to do just enough to get by. We look to do just enough to get by, and sometimes we look to not do anything at all. Complacency and laziness. That's why we need to look for win-win.